Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise and get you properly informed. Today, our mission really is to unpack Alfa Bangsar. It's this, well, fascinating new development, just completed, freehold, mixed use, right at that key spot, Jalan Maarof and Jalan Tandock in Bangsar, KL. We're going to explore what it's really offering, for potential investors, but also for people looking for a home there, focusing on its main idea, this hotel integrated lifestyle. What does that actually mean day to day?
Exactly. And Alfa Bangsar, it's not just another condo block, is it? It's a single 42-story tower. And inside, they've mixed 178 service residences with a 220-room Holiday Inn hotel. Plus, there's a retail podium, too, about 25,900 square feet. The GDV, the gross development value, they're saying is RM450 million. But the core idea, the real value prop here is getting access to all those Holiday Inn services, the amenities, seamlessly. It's definitely aimed at, well, an affluent crowd. Professionals, maybe couples, international buyers, people who really value convenience, good facilities, and, that Bangsar address.
Yeah, Bangsar definitely has that reputation, doesn't it? Affluent, cosmopolitan hub, everyone knows it. But maybe let's dig a bit deeper than just the prestige. What about the location specifics? The subtle points, strengths, maybe some challenges people might overlook?
Well, connectivity, you can't argue with that. It's strong. You're like 700 meters from the Bangsar LRT. That's just one stop from KL Central, the main transport hub. And the highway access is excellent, too. But there's what you might call a walkability paradox.
A paradox? How so?
Well, the distances seem walkable, right? 700 meters isn't far. But Bangsar's quite hilly. And you add our weather, that 10-minute stroll can suddenly feel like a proper workout.
Okay. So maybe not as easy to just pop out on foot as it sounds.
Exactly. It's a practical thing for daily life. And it's right on a very busy intersection. Plus, importantly, it's next to a temple. So you can expect pretty significant traffic at times, especially during festivals. The developer knew this, though. They were proactive. They designed two separate access points, one off Jalan Maarof, one off Jalan Tandock, trying to ease that potential bottleneck. Smart move.
That does make sense. Okay, let's pivot a bit. Let's talk about the developer. City Motors Group, there's a legacy there, right? Tied to the Alpha King, the Malaysian automotive history. This site was their Alfa Romeo showroom, wasn't it? What does that background, that history actually mean for someone looking at Alfa Bangsar as, say, an investment?
Yeah, that history is interesting, but here's the crucial bit for investors, I think. The CEO, Terence Chia, has been quite open about their plan. They intend to structure the hotel and the retail parts into a REIT, a real estate investment trust.
A REIT. Okay.
And that signals a build-to-hold strategy. It's not just about building and selling off everything quickly. It's a massive assurance for your investment if you buy a residence there. It means the developer has a long-term vested interest in keeping the entire place, hotel, shops, residences running perfectly, looking good.
Because it benefits their REIT holdings.
Exactly. So residential owners benefit directly from that commitment to quality and upkeep long after handover. It's positioned as a stable, quality asset in a great location, not just a quick flip. And the fact that it was almost sold out before they even handed over the keys, that really speaks volumes about market confidence, I think.
That is reassuring, a developer who's sticking around. But let's bring it back to the resident experience. Beyond the investment side, what does living there actually feel like with this hotel integration? How do those amenities really change your daily life?
Well, it means having, pretty unparalleled amenities literally on your doorstep. You get direct access to the hotel's food and beverage, like the Clover all-day dining restaurant. Need a meeting room? It's there. Multiple pools, one on level 8, another right up on level 42, with amazing views, presumably.
Yeah.
Gyms, too. It really is this vertical living concept. Everything you need is just an elevator right away.
So convenience is dialed way up.
Way up. Which helps clarify who this is really perfect for. Affluent singles, maybe demits dual income, no kids expats, or even downsizers. People who genuinely put a premium on convenience and services, maybe more than just raw square footage. The units aren't huge, remember. They range from 570 square feet up to about 997.
So probably not ideal for, say, a family with young kids needing lots of space.
Likely less suited, yeah. The compact sizes are part of the trade-off.
Okay, so convenience, amenities, location, big ticks. But you mentioned trade-offs. What are the practical downsides, especially thinking about ongoing costs?
Right. This is important. You need to understand it has a commercial strata title.
Commercial, not residential.
Correct. And that has real implications for costs because legally it falls under commercial rules, not residential ones. So owners face higher recurring costs. The maintenance fee is quite substantial, RM 0.42 per square foot. And on top of that, you'll pay higher assessment rates to the council, higher quit rent, and crucially, commercial rates for your utilities. Electricity, water, they'll cost more than in a standard residential titled condo.
Wow, okay, so that RM.42 PSF plus higher bills. That adds up. That's a significant ongoing commitment you need to budget for.
Definitely. It's part of the package.
So wrapping this all up then, Alfa Bangsar seems like a really compelling product, but it's very specific. For an investor, it looks like it's about long-term value, capital preservation in a top-tier location, backed by a developer who's clearly in it for the long haul. For someone wanting to live there, it offers this exceptional, super convenient lifestyle, but, and it's a big but, you absolutely have to be okay with the trade-offs, the more compact unit sizes, and those significantly higher ongoing costs because of the commercial title.
Precisely. Which leads us to the final thought for you, the listener, to ponder. How much premium are you willing to pay for that kind of seamless hotel-integrated luxury living in such a prestigious spot? And what personal trade-offs like space or those higher running costs are you really prepared to make to get that unique daily experience? Something to think about deeply.